What's going on, YouTube?
Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning into our channel.
I'm Ty.
I'm Katie, Ticket Up Travel, and today we're headed to Finland. This should be sweet. I'm really excited for this one.
Let's get it pulled up.
Yeah, we are reacting to Finland today. Now, we checked out a video about Finland. It was the animated history.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty cool.
Interesting, yeah. So today we're watching Geography Now, which we love that channel.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, so, ready?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
All right, and if it's your first time coming across our channel, please give us a quick subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. Hit the notification bell. We come out with videos every single day.
Yes, thank you. That means a lot to us.
Let's go.
So thanks. Ready?
I'm ready.
Me too.
Right.
Here we go. Oh, new intro.
I think it said this was like 4 years ago.
Oh, is it old?
Yeah.
Let's talk about this place that I totally have no preconceived biases towards.
The smile.
It's time to learn
Geography Now.
Hey everybody, I'm your host Barbie. Welcome to the dark sheep of Northern Europe. All the other Nordic countries are like la 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 la, while Finland is like we'll get into that whole thing in a bit. But first,
Dun, dun, dun.
now just remember, Finland is Nordic, but don't call it Scandinavian. There's a huge difference. That title only belongs to Sweden, Denmark, and Norway. First of all, Finland is located in Northern Europe, lying on the Gulf of Finland and the Gulf of Bothnia, east of all that Scandinavian stuff. To the west, they border Sweden on the Torne River, or the Tornionjoki, until it reaches the tri-point border with Norway at the three-country Cairnstone. And to the east, they border big ol' Russia with another tri-point border with Norway that looks like this. The country is divided into 19 regions, or maakunta, with the autonomous region that we'll talk about a little bit later, and the capital of Helsinki, located in the south on the Gulf of Finland, which is also the second most northern capital in the world after Reykjavik, Iceland. The country also owns about 180,000 islands, the highest concentration of which found in the Baltic.
That's a ton.
Yeah, the other day it was 7,000
for Philippines. Yeah.
Yeah, 180,000.
That's a lot.
Airports are Helsinki, Oulu, and Rovaniemi. Now, my favorite part: territorial anomalies. First of all, with Russia, there are too many split islands and penne enclaves. The islands of Aikaniemi and Sursari, Tarasin-Sari Islands and lakes. The island in
Look how that was cut like that.
Just play around with Google Earth and see how many you can find. Finally, we get to Sweden and things get interesting. Most of the borders with Sweden run along rivers that eventually flow into the Torne River, and then we get a strange golf course that is split between the two countries in the town of Tornio and
What?
Sweden.
Really?
But then you have the strange Market Island right next to Åland in the Gulf of Bothnia, which has an inverted S-shaped border. It had to do with the lighthouse that was built belonging to Finland, but then Sweden was like, hey, it's too close to our side of the island. So they drew a border that was like this to give each side equal shares of the land. See this archipelago cluster?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it belongs to Finland, even though most of the people here speak Swedish. Åland is Finland's strange little administrative anomaly. Long story short, it used to belong to Sweden, but then the Russians took over it in addition to Finland. But then after the Russian Revolution, Finland became free, and then the UN decided Åland should belong to Finland with autonomy. But then the Soviets started attacking again, and then Finland was like, nope, and then fought back relentlessly, defending themselves and Åland, and Sweden just kind of sat there and didn't really do much for Åland as they decided to stay neutral. Finland defending Åland was kind of like the turning point. Now it's kind of like, Åland, come back to me! Look, Sweden, we had some great times, but
I've never heard of Åland.
When things got crazy, I mean, Finland defended me, okay, and he treats me well, okay. His tax incentives are great. It's time to move on. It's not me. It's you. Åland. Also, Finland kind of threatened that if Åland was ceded back to Sweden, they would demand the Tornio Valley. Now, before the whole Soviet thing, Finland operated the regions of Karelia, Sala, Kusamo, Petsamo, and some extra islands in the Gulf. After the wars with the Soviets, these regions were all ceded back to Russia, effectively cutting off their access to the Arctic Ocean. Very quickly, some notable sites and landmarks would have to be the old castles like Savonlinna, Hämeenlinna, Lavinlinna, and the most renowned Suomenlinna.
Oh wow, look at those hills.
Yeah.
That means by now. Rovaniemi is otherwise known as the home of Santa Claus, where you can go reindeer sledding.
Oh wow. Wow.
And Ivalo is where you can get a real Sami traditional cultural experience. Of course, Helsinki is the epicenter of Finnish architecture and culture.
That's
Landmarks
sweet.
such as the Tempeli Aukia Church excavated into a rock, Mannerheim Street, the busiest road with all the shops and austere post-Soviet influenced blocky colonnaded buildings, or the iconic Helsinki Cathedral. Now those are all great, but Finland isn't really much of a tight metropolitan type of country. They love their space and have quite a bunch of it. Let's see what lies outside these cities, shall we?
All right.
Do, do, do.
So far, so good.
Sweet. Next is physical geography. Yeah, really cool. I like seeing all the buildings.
Yeah.
Those enclaves are really interesting.
Yeah.
How it just splits like
The
that.
golf course had 2 countries.
Yeah.
Land in the world. I mean, Canada's cool, but they have too many bears, and Iceland is too explodey, and Russia is too cold. Seriously, Bill, the land is generally flat, except in the north by the border with Norway, in which the highest mountain can be found, Mount Halti, although the peak is in Norway. However, in 2017, Norway plans to give Finland the peak for their 100th anniversary of independence from the Soviets. Finland is just wonderfully
Really?
crisp and refreshing,
Wow.
usually ranking in the top 3 countries in the world with the cleanest air quality. This is partially because Finland is almost 80% covered in forest, one of the highest concentrations. per square
80%?
kilometer
Holy cow.
behind countries like Gabon and Suriname. This makes Finland the largest producer of wood in the EU and one of the top in the world. Not only that, but Finland has about 188,000 lakes, most heavily concentrated in lakeland, and in addition to
Wow,
lakes,
that looks
about 10%
sweet.
Yeah,
of
it
the country
does.
is comprised of all water bodies like rivers, ponds, and streams. When mixed with the land, this makes about 1/3 of the country home to swamps and bogs, making it the highest wetland proportion country in Europe.
I bet they have crazy animals.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
All
Our
in the
floods are
swamps.
crazy.
Yeah.
Secondly, the name for swamp in Finnish is suo, and the word for Finland is suomi. I mean, technically, they also have like 9 other words for swamp, like rame, neva, leto, luhta, laiteko, apa, paisa, yanka, and korpi. And they love
Those all
these
mean
swamps. One
swamp?
Finnish pastime is jumping in the mud, sometimes naked,
Oh.
and either playing soccer or wrestling. The landscape of Finland is shaped that way because imagine what happens when you crush something under a
Wow.
heavy glacier for a really long time, and then after the glacier melts, you're left with pockety erosion and mineral residue all over. Not only that, but Finland is experiencing a post-glacial rebound in which the land is steadily rising along the coast of the Gulf of Bothnia.
Really?
Every year, Finland gains about 7 square kilometers and is technically rising out of the sea.
Wow.
The longest river is the Kemijoki that passes through Lapland and reaches the Gulf of Bothnia. And the largest lake, as well as the 4th largest in Europe, Lake Saima, is located in the southeast. Because Finland is so far north, they are known for being the land of the midnight sun, as during summer you can
That's
literally
so
see the sun
pretty.
for 24 hours a day in the northern parts by the Arctic Circle. And of course,
24
in the
hours a day?
wintertime, there's hardly
Wow.
any sunlight at all, but if you're lucky, you can witness an aurora borealis, especially in the northern parts. Oh,
That's
by the
so
way, the national
pretty.
animals are the whooper swan and the brown bear. Finnish agriculture is of course very standard for northern European countries. Lots of rye wheat, turnips, potatoes, and of course fishing is huge out here. However, due to the abundance of lakes and rivers, Finns prefer their own domestic freshwater fish like perch, zander, and miuku as opposed to the sea fish. Speaking of which, coming to Finland, chances are you will eventually try reindeer meat in some shape or form.
Oh my gosh,
Stewed
really?
Or grilled. In Lapland, you might even find
Wow.
bear on the menu. You can try mami, a
I wonder
pudding
if
made
it's
of
good.
rye,
Yeah.
and of course, every Finn will make every visitor try this strong, salty salmiakki. They love salmiakki so much that they made it into an ice cream, and it's so good, and I'm so mad they don't
looks
sell
like
it in my
licorice.
hometown. Oh, yeah, in the wintertime, they build ice hotels, and there's like this cool
Whoa.
Paratisi Kuru.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was sweet.
An ice hotel? Oh my gosh, that'd be
Look at
freezing.
those.
Look at that. There's a
Cool.
thing of milk.
Yeah, I saw that. This is cheese back
Oh my
here.
gosh, is that a pillow in ice? Oh yeah, cheese.
This is like
Wow.
a something orange or something.
hotels, and there's like
cool.
this cool water.
Oh, I thought that was an ice pillow.
Area and
I was like,
Kekkonen National Park. Okay, let's talk about Finnish people.
oh, did you see that mustache?
Yeah, it was blue.
Yeah.
In Finland, you will most likely experience a rather intense yet intriguing social construct. First of all, the country has about 5.5 million people and is the most sparsely populated country in the EU. The country is about 90% ethnically Finnish, about 6% are Swedish, and the rest is made up of everything else under the sun like Russians, Estonians, Asians, and Africans. They use the euro as currency, they use the type CEF outlets, and they drive on the right side of the road. Of course, the Finnish people speak the Finnish language, which is arguably one of the hardest languages on earth to learn. Conjugation is a mess. Nouns and adjectives have
Wow.
inflectionary forms.
Oh my
whatever
gosh.
that means. Nonetheless, Finland has one of the best schooling systems in the world. In Finland, school hours are shorter, less homework is given, and there are virtually no mandated standardized tests apart from the exam you take in your final senior year of high school.
Wow, that's
Also,
cool.
if you get
That's
your PhD,
nice.
You have the option to get a sword and a top hat along with your diploma. This is also why Finland is one of the most English-friendly countries in Europe. Children are taught around ages 9 to 11, and most people of the younger generation can at least hold an impressively fluid conversation. Finland is actually a conscription country in which all men ages 18 and up are required to serve either in the military or civilian services anywhere from 165 days to a year.
Really?
Type of service applied for.
I didn't know
Poland
that.
Islands are exempt from the military conscription but are required to serve in some kind of institution like the Coast Guard or civil services. Finnish culture is actually pretty funny. The stereotype is that Finns are incredibly quiet and don't talk that much in most public transactions. Just mind your business and no small talk. The cartoon Finnish Nightmares illustrates this concept pretty well. Check it out. Which is funny because Finland is huge on the boisterous, loud, and flashy heavy metal culture, having the highest concentration of heavy metal bands out of
Oh,
any
I
other
remember
country
that from
in the world.
Eurovision.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Per 1
Their
million
rock
listeners.
entry
Finns
was
also invented the
awesome.
wife carrying competition in which a man must carry either his wife or girlfriend or any girl that agrees to get tossed around in an obstacle course.
Whoa.
The winner gets the women's weight in beer. It's very strategic because if you want to win, you might want to carry a lighter wife, but if you want more beer, you better do your squats, bro. Now, if you must know one thing about Finnish culture, you have to know about sauna. The Finns invented the sauna. Most homes, hotels, and apartments have a sauna built into them. They actually had a sauna competition at one point.
What?
Where a Russian guy died and they had to cancel it. Overall, though, Finns
that's
are kind of brought up
terrible.
in a mindset known as sisu. It's kind of hard to explain the exact definition of it, but it kind of means something like guts or determination and never giving up, which really helped them along the fight with the Soviets. Sisu is to Finland what Jantaloten is to Denmark. There are so many other things I wish we could talk about, but we're running out of time.
Angry
You
Birds.
have time for friend time.
Of course, friend time.
Historically, Finland was kind of always a little lonely. I mean, few, if any, trading routes ever went through this area. Even the Mongols were like, we're good. Nah, yeah, carry on. Nonetheless, over time, Finland did develop relations and to this day is one of the most diplomatically outreached countries in the world. I mean, the Finnish passport is the #1 ranked and most sought after as it has the highest number of visa-free countries applied to it. First of all, Finland generally gets along with other Nordic countries. However, they have the biggest frenemy relationship with Sweden. They'll trade and share a beer or two, but when hockey season comes, the bloodbath begins. When it comes to Russia, Finland kind of has to be their friend because Russia has the longest border with them and business is important. Nonetheless, Russia is kind of seen as like the next door neighbor that you once got into an argument with, but then you kind of fixed things up, but then you kind of really didn't get over it, and then you have to see them every other day in the morning as you go to work. Germans are always welcome in Finland, and Hungarians are like the long-lost distant cousins that they just discovered and are trying to build a relationship with. Their best friends, though, might be Estonia and Norway. Everybody loves Norway. It's like the Cameroon of Europe. Norway has never had any controversy with Finland, and with the recent mountain gift proposal, relations are only strengthened. Estonia is like the nagging little sister that tries to imitate her bigger brother. They both even have the same national anthems, but in the end, they are family.
The same national anthems?
In conclusion, Finland
That's
really
interesting.
is a winter wonderland with quiet people that transform into metal monsters after a pint of long drink, topping their days off, baking themselves in human ovens for fun. And with that, we finish the Finnish episode. Ah, you waited for that for over 10 minutes. Stay tuned. The country that must not be named is coming up.
Nice.
Ooh. Sweet, that was good.
Yeah, it
I
was
like
really
to
good.
learning more about Finland.
Yeah, it seemed like a really cool place.
Yeah, it does. I want to learn more about it.
Yeah, definitely.
I think my ancestors are from Finland.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'd like to learn more.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
really cool. Nice. Well, what else did we see in that?
Yeah, let's go through it again.
Trying to go back. The ice thing was really cool.
Yeah, Ice Hotels.
The ice
was
hotel,
cool.
yeah.
I thought-
I've never heard of that.
Number one wood right here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's pull it up right here
Yeah.
so everyone can see it. All the wood and then all the lakes and all the different land.
Yeah,
and
80% forest.
180,000 islands.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the golf course early on.
Uh-huh.
Where's that?
The split of that was really interesting. I liked how we brought up rock because we watched the Eurovision
you
entry
go.
and yeah, they were awesome. Yeah, look at that.
One hole you're in one country, the next hole you're in another.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah, it was really cool. I've
Sweet.
never seen that or would have even thought of that.
No. Me neither.
And then reindeer too, right?
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, reindeer.
This was pretty interesting. It's sunlight
24
for 24 hours.
Yeah.
That looks so nice.
I like this video.
Looks peaceful.
It does.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool.
Sweet. Cool and sweet. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this video. Let us know if you're from Finland. We'd like to know. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. And if it's your first time coming across our channel and checking out one of our videos, please give us a quick subscribe.
Hit that notification bell to stay up to date because we come out with videos every single day. And we can't wait to see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.